soft, fragrant, and deeply tender. Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make my sugar-free brioche hot cross buns with tonka, vanilla, and medjool dates. I'll show you how to build structure, develop flavor, and get that fine, shreddable crumb that's so typical for brioche. So let's get to it. To 40 grams of xylitol and 15 grams of erythritol, I'm adding 8 grams of salt and 10 grams of instant dry yeast. And then I like to add the spices. A full teaspoon of vanilla bean powder, I'm gonna link to the one I like in the description below. And then a whole tonka bean, grated as fine as possible. Now add this dry mix to 500 grams of flour. Mix just until combined. To 5 grams of honey, add 110 grams of room temperature milk, and then add this liquid to 6 eggs. Pour this into the flour and use a Danish dough whisk to mix just until combined. Fit your stand mixer with the hook attachment and start it on a lower speed. Knead the dough for 10 to 15 minutes until it looks like this before you start adding in the butter. The butter should be very soft, and add it over the course of 10 minutes. Once the butter is completely incorporated, continue kneading for 20 more minutes, so a total of 45 minutes before you add the dates. As soon as you're done adding the fruit, stop the mixer. Look how glossy and elastic that beautiful dough is, and how it cleans the sides of the bowl. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Transfer the dough into a greased bowl and cover it with plastic wrap, then let it rest on the counter for 2 hours. After 2 hours, it's time to push your fingers into the dough and degas it gently. Then lift it up with both hands and gently stretch it as you lift it, but don't pull too hard, you don't want to break it. Do this for 3 to 4 times and that's enough. Then gently tuck it under itself so it forms a dome, cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate it for 12 to 16 hours. Look how much it grew in 16 hours in the fridge. Now it's time to degas it again, but it's best if you do it very gently with your fingers because we're going to completely degas it when we shape the balls. The dough is quite firm now, and it's easier to work this way. I prepared a kitchen scale because I want to weigh each bun. And because I want bigger buns, I think 80 grams is just great. Now with your fingers, gently flatten the dough into what should look like a disc, and make sure that your work surface is slightly greased. Start folding the dough onto itself, going in the center, and then just turn that ball around and with one hand, make sure it's a little bit greased, just go in circles and you'll notice that the sphere forms all by itself. Place the dough sphere in the corner of a greased pan. You can line it with parchment, but I didn't, there's no need to. My pan can fit exactly 16 buns. To an egg, add 15 grams of whipping cream and a little bit of vanilla powder. Brush this egg wash on the surface of the buns. And now cover them with plastic wrap again and let them proof on the counter for 3 to 4 hours. They will double in size. Peel away the plastic and give them another generous egg wash. Do not push against the surface of the bun, you don't want to deflate it. To 40 grams of all-purpose flour, add a little bit of vanilla powder and 60 grams of milk and mix very well until you obtain a paste. And this is the consistency you want. Pour the paste into a piping bag and snip the tip off. Pipe the paste over the center of the buns, and this is how you make the crosses. The brioche hot cross buns are ready for the oven now, and they bake at 180 Celsius for 30 minutes with no fan on in a preheated oven. Mix 30 grams of honey with a little hot water to make a glaze. and let them cool down to room temperature. I pulled mine out of the oven after 25 minutes and the center ones collapsed, but I gave you guys the right baking time. Look at that beautiful, flaky, rich crumb. It's so delicious and it smells divine. Look how beautiful the strands pull apart. You have to make this. I promise you, you're gonna love it. And this is how a well-done brioche dough should pull apart once baked. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Until next time, dessert lovers!